Here with UWL soccer coach Jason Murphy as we preview this weekend's Division III third round of the Soccer National Tournament. The Eagles, 18-2-3 on the season, will travel down to Washington University in St. Louis. The Bears are 19-0 right now, number 1 in the country. The Eagles are ranked number 19 in D3 soccer and number 23 in the coaches poll this season. Coach, before we talk about Wash U this weekend, this Friday night for that game, let's talk about last week's regional here in lacrosse. You got a big win over St. Thomas on Sunday. You was tied 2-2 after regulation. You won the shootout 3-0. Let's just go back to that game, kind of recap that game against St. Thomas.
Yeah, I thought we played pretty well in the first half, but it was back and forth and 0-0 at halftime. And then in the second half, we made a couple adjustments. They made a couple adjustments, and we got up 2-0 and played really well the first 25-30 minutes of the second half. Got up 2-0, and then we gave away a PK and then a late goal off a deflection that tied it up 2-2. Really happy about the players. They battled, and they were able to come out in 2 overtimes, and I think we were the better side in the 2 overtimes and created some good scoring chances. And then it went to spot kicks, and those are always exciting for the fans. And Lily Brock came up huge for us. Our goalkeeper, she made 2 big saves. The first 2 kickers for St. Thomas gave us a little bit of wiggle room, and credit to our kids that went up there and did what they needed to do.
You talk about the team in PKs. What's it like for the staff?
It's interesting. It's out of our hands. You know, we believe in our kids. We train it. We talk about it, and I got a lot of faith in those kids.
You've been there before in PKs. Last year, beat Whitewater. And just talk about kind of your experience you've gained from that.
Yeah, I think of anybody, Lily probably gained the most experience, and she just had a different mentality and a little bit different plan for her going into the St. Thomas game, and obviously it showed. You know, when your goalkeeper can stop the first 2 and they kick it over on the third one, and they miss their first 3, you feel like you have a little bit more space as a staff in terms of allowing our kids to be a little bit more free when they go up there to take their kick. So it was exciting, it was intense, but we're glad we're on the right side of the result.
You've got a returning squad here with a lot of experience. You made the quarterfinals last year. You defeated Wash U last year down in Chicago in the third round. Just talk about what you've gained from that, from the seniors who lead your team, of course, and then just what you've gained this year as well going into this match on Friday night.
Yeah, obviously last year, winning 2 games at home in the national tournament, then going down to Chicago and beating Wash U was big for our program. We obviously have a big returning group, a big senior class, and we rely on those kids a lot. This year we played a tough schedule. We played Wheaton, we played Christopher Newport, we played Virginia Wesleyan. We played a lot of different teams that I think are very, very good, and a couple of them that are still playing actually. And I think that's just a testament to our team and how ready we are. And obviously we know we have a big, huge challenge. WashU is a very good team. They've got a lot of dangerous options. They're organized in the back. They're going to press us. They're going to put us under a lot of pressure. But it's a challenge that we're excited for, and we know that we have to rise to the occasion.
You're currently on a 19-game unbeaten streak. You're 17-0-2. Your 18 victories this year overall are second most. You've scored 72 goals, single-season record. Let's talk about your offense this year. You've kind of got balanced scoring really from goals and assists this year. Just talk about your scoring right now.
Yeah, we got Cassie Handrick, obviously leads our team in goals, but you got Margaret, and you got Maya, you got Caitlin Villers, you got Alex Cording, you got Nat. So there's a lot of different players that really that have been dangerous for us, and I think it's one of our strengths is you can key in on one player, but we can beat you in a variety of different ways. We showed this weekend we can beat you on set pieces, we can beat you on crosses in the run of play. We've shown teams that we can beat you in combinations up the middle. So we feel like we have a lot of different options, and we need those kids this weekend to really be ready to go.
Let's talk a little bit. Wash U, you had mentioned them. They're 19-0 in the season. They got a couple wins last weekend at home. They defeated Illinois Wesleyan 3-0 on Sunday to advance and to host. Just talk about the keys for you to defeat the Bears.
Yeah, I don't think we have to do anything superhuman. I just think we have to do ourselves and play our way and do what we do. We got to get the ball from them. We got to keep the ball. We were able to do that to them a little bit last year, and it helped us. But they're dangerous. They're special. They got a whole bunch of special players. They're fun to watch. I've watched a lot of them on film. They're fun to watch. They obviously understand how to play. They're playing a good brand of soccer this year. Credit to Jim and his staff, and they've done a really good job down there. So we understand it's a big challenge. We're excited about the challenge, and they're good, but I think we're pretty good too.
You played on the road last year in the third round in Chicago. Just talk about taking your team on the road this weekend. A little different. You're going to be leaving a couple days before Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. Play Friday night. Just talk about taking them on the road.
Yeah, we travel well. We play well on the road, so I'm not really worried about that. It's been a little bit hectic this week because it's a Friday Saturday sectional. We're about 7.5 hours away, or between 7 and 8 hours away. We're leaving on Wednesday, and so it's caused a little bit of high anxiety for some of our players with classes and that kind of stuff. So we're going to miss 2.5, or basically 2 full days of class, and that's hard for our players. It's just nice being home last weekend where we didn't really miss any class. So it's kind of the give and take, but we'll be ready. Our kids travel well. We're gonna go down today, travel on the road, or train halfway down there and stuff. And so we're excited about the opportunity to get on the road and showcase what UWL soccer can do.
Just quickly, to mention the other game, Center, who's also undefeated, they're 21-0, and Wheaton from Illinois are in the pod here. Let's talk about the pod in general. I mean, of course, you have to take care of Friday first, but just talk about the pod, those 4 teams down there.
Yeah. There's 16 teams left in the country playing, and if you expect to get an easy route at this point, you're probably a little bit crazy. Everybody's good. We were lucky early in the year to get a result against the Wheaton Thunder, and Pete's got a great side there. Jay's done a great job with Center. They've really had a good run here the last 5 years. And obviously being 21-0, so they're getting some good positive results. It's difficult. You look at the 4 sectionals across the country, and they're all very difficult. You got Messiah going on the road to Christopher Newport. You got Williams and William Smith together. It's Hardin Simmons going up to Middlebury. So I don't think our pod's any different than any of the other ones. They're all very, very difficult. At this point, you have to play well, and you have to have your special players have to have moments of brilliance to get results at this point of the season.
Again, UWL will play at Washington University in St. Louis on Friday night at 7 o'clock. The other game is at 7:30 between Center and Wheaton, and then those winners will play on Saturday in the national quarterfinals, with the Final Four coming a couple weeks later in Greensboro, North Carolina. Thanks, Coach, and good luck.
Thanks, Dave.